Hello, this is Claire WZ90 of Ham Radio Stuff, and this is the first episode of Off the Record. Off the Record is pretty much my personal vlog, and I'm just going to talk about things that aren't really related to ham radio, and just whatever comes to my mind. And I'm, of course, overlooking beautiful downtown Eau Claire. And I just kind of wanted to get some things off of my chest that I normally wouldn't need to make a random update video for. I'm hoping I can post this every Sunday. Not sure when, it'll depend on when the Packers and Bills are playing, but we can go off of it as it goes. You might be wondering why I haven't made any ham radio related videos since I went live on Field Day. I've been feeling kind of burned out from the hobby, to be honest. I just kind of wanted to take some time away from it, clear my head, and get ready for some other projects that I have in mind. My new job that I work at has been very noticing of me, and I'm starting to see some development there, and I'm just hoping that I have anywhere to go but up. I'd rather have them slowly but surely make sure that I'm ready to take on new responsibilities than throw me to the wolves as my last employer did. Another thing is, if you haven't noticed from KB9VBR's monthly streams, I got 2 big trips coming up. I'll be going to Denver next month, and then back to seeing family in New York in October. And yes, there will be ham radio stuff related episodes about that. And I do have a new radio that I want to showcase before I leave for Denver. Ultimately, I do want to see if the Denver Ham Radio Outlet will let me tour the location. I'm completely open to doing that as a ham radio stuff episode. I'm so sorry that I have not been able to get too many videos out as of late. I just felt like I was burned out and didn't have enough time to do so. I'm going to take a seat right down on the bench, maybe just talk about a few other things in my life, and go from there. I know, it kind of looks weird seeing my head a little more closer, but I am sitting down now. It's just been a roller coaster ride for me this year, between losing my job that I had before in February, going through bouts of depression until I got my recent job about a month after that in March, and I've been pretty much set and focused on my career development. All it comes down to is I really enjoy doing these videos more as a hobby than anything. That's why I've been a little delayed on getting the Patreon up, and I'm contemplating if I even really want to do it. All in all, I just find it a fun hobby, regardless of the YouTube views, regardless of the Patreon. And I just find it as a good place to document and catalog my adventures through this hobby. I'm really very content of where I've gotten to ever since I moved out here in 2019. And I could talk a little bit about that in another episode of Off the Record. If you have any questions, comments, really anything, feel free to leave them down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe my YouTube channel. It helps out a lot. Click that notification bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes up, albeit how sporadic I can be. But I'm going to try to make an effort to make an episode of Off the Record each week. Until next time, this is Claire WZ90 of Ham Radio Stuff, and I am now back on the record. 7-3-33, and I hope to catch you down the bands and down the logs.